Now, welcome to you all in this online class. Today, the topic of our revision is the Vedic civilization. The term Veda means knowledge. As you know, between 1500 BC to 1000 BC, Rig Veda was written, and after that, three Vedas were written. So, this total period of Veda writing is known as the Vedic period, right? This is known as Vedic period. This Vedic period, actually this Vedic period was very large. It is why to make our study regarding Vedic age convenient, it is divided into two ages. One is called the Vedic period and other is known as later Vedic period. Four Vedas were written. These were Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, and Atharva Veda. These four Vedas are the main source of information of this age, of this period. It is why it is known as the Vedic period, right? It is known as the Vedic period. This period, I mean, later Vedic period is known as the Trivedic period or later Vedic period because three Vedas and other epics were also written. Vishnu Bhargav, switch off your video option. Vishnu, switch off your video option. It is better for the net connectivity. Vishnu Bhargav, off your video icon. Now next is this age is known as the epic age because many books were like Yajurveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda, Brahman, Aranyaka, Upanishads, right, were written. Divyanshu Garg. Divyanshu Garg, why do you want to seek permission to control my screen? Do not give this type of message. Aryan composed hymns, Rig Vedas, and the oldest Veda having the Rig Veda is the oldest Veda. It has 1000 hymns, mantras, and about 3500 years ago it was composed. Right? Now, this also you have learned. Now, next is comparative study of the three civilizations. All of you are requested that please switch off your video option because it will create problem. Please switch off. Now next, this was also studied by us in previous class. Now next is political condition. right? Political condition. There was the head of the area. He was regarded as the Rajas. Actually, in early Vedic period, there is no any sign or proof of capital, cities, army, palaces, and tax collection. I mean, indication regarding tax collection is not still found, and there was no any hereditary kingship there. In later Vedic period, large kingdoms came into being, and the post of kingship became hereditary. I mean, the king of the same family began to rule. This type of kingship is known as the hereditary kingship. Bigger or stronger, I mean bigger areas king were known as Samrat, Maharaja. Actually, they were the head of the large kingdoms. Purohit, Mantri, Senani, Gramini, all these were the officer rank people or assistant officials of the king. They used to help the king in different activities, either in administration, in worship, in war, and they used to help them. Apart from it, there was another one organization that was Sabha and Samiti. They also used to help the king in the formulation of rules, regulations. Ashwamedha Yajna was also celebrated, organized, and main aim of such yajna was the declaration of the king's power over the territories. When they used to be the king, they have to show the power as a powerful king, and this yajna was celebrated, in which the horse was sacrificed. Here one picture is given also. Rajshriya Yajna was also organized or celebrated to gain the supreme power in their surrounding by the king. So this type of system was existed in political arena, in political spectrum. Next we are going to learn about the occupation. What were the professions or occupations of the people in that period? There were different types of profession, occupations. These were the agriculture. Apart from agriculture, domestication of animals, pottery, weaving, carpentry, jewelry making, trade, etc. were the main occupation, right? Agriculture was in advanced form by the help of plows, wells, right? Canals, lakes. They used to irrigate their field to get more and more productions. Different crops were produced, for example, wheat, barley, rice, beans, etc. Domestication of animals were common because they were the farmers. Their main work was to cultivate the land. Agriculture was the main occupation. In those days, there was no machines. Agricultural tools were not highly advanced. I mean, not like modern like nowadays. So by the help of the animals and plows, they used to cultivate the land. Different animals were pet, domesticated. They were cows, bulls, sheep, goats, etc. They were expert in pot making, weaving, woodwork, carpentry, making jewelry, ornaments were the common occupation. People used to fulfill their needs by these different craftsmen. All these were in well advanced form, and in this way they used to earn the source of money. They used to earn money by these different means, different occupations. On large scale, trade was flourished, developed. Basically, they used to do the trade work by land routes, and they used to mix with other people. Through the trade, they learned a lot about the lifestyle, language, religion, or religious activities of the different groups of the people. Now, next is about religion. Actually, religion was a very important and attractive part of life. Aryans, I mean the people of Vedic period, used to worship gods in different form of nature forces like Indra, Varun, Vayu, Prithvi, Agni. Indra, thunder, Vayu, air, Prithvi, earth, Agni, fire. These gods used to represent all these components of nature. In those days, yajna was organized on large scale. Different things were used in yajna to please God and goddesses. They used to use milk, ghee, grains, even the flesh were offered to the god in yajna. In later Vedic period, the forms of and the name of gods differentiated, changed. They began to worship Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Rama, and Krishna. Right? Krishna. So in this way, they used to worship all these gods and goddesses, and they were very pious, very sacred in their nature. Right? In their nature. It is said birth of Brahmanism and Hinduism had taken place in this period. Hinduism is a Sanatan religion. Nowadays we are also following Hinduism, in which you worship Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Rama, Krishna. We believe in divinity of God. We believe in divinity, I mean existence of God. We believe in karma. We believe in rebirth, right? These are the, we believe in moksha. All these are the main features of Hinduism. Different yajna was also celebrated, organized. Actually, these were very expensive, very costly. In those days, since people were tempted toward the religion, so many temples were also built. A very good development took place in Vedic period. That was the codification of law or the law code of Manu for Hindus. Manu was king. He has written many rules and regulations to govern the country, area, territory, and that was known as the law code of Manu. In this way, these developments took place in the field of religion during the Vedic period. During the Vedic period. So in this way, these are the main features of religion of the Vedic period. So if the question comes right about the religious condition or religion of Vedic period, you must have to explain all these things. Minimum 5 points must be mentioned, in which you can write in this way. Aryans used to worship gods who represented the nature forces. Second, they used to worship Indra, Vayu, Prithvi, and Agni. Different things were used in yajna, like milk, ghee, grains, and flesh. Next, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Rama, and Krishna, these gods were worshipped. Brahmanism and Hinduism took birth during this period. These two are the religions. Yajna were very expensive, costly. To worship the different gods, different temples were built. And last one code was also uh, written, that was called the law code of Manu. Okay, so in this way, these are the main features of the religion in Vedic period. Okay, now next is achievements in the field of science and mathematics. Actually, science was in developed form. They knew the art of making iron tools and weapons. Use of iron started in this age. Different tools, weapons were made in this period, like sickles, axes, swords, shield, spearheads. Some of the images of these tools are already shown in the slides in previous chapters and classes. Different type of skills were developed, like carpentry, farming, tanning, and ironwork. Tanning here means leather work, right? Astronomy was also studied by the people. They were acquainted with astronomy. Astronomy means the study of universe. A favorite subject was of Aryans. Astronomy was the favorite subject of Aryans. They had the knowledge about the movement of heavenly bodies. In those days, the people learned that Earth moved around the sun on its axis. Moon also moves around the Earth, and in this way, the knowledge about the movement of Earth and Moon were known by people in this period. Mathematics was a very popular subject. Ganit, I mean mathematics, people had the knowledge about the arithmetic, geometry, algebra. These are the different branches of mathematics. People had knowledge about the zero, decimal system, cube root, etc. About which nowadays also you study in mathematics. So in this way, these were the main subjects. You have to learn all these things. If question comes, how can you say that science and mathematics was in developed form? So you will have to know all these things or say or write all these things. 5 points are enough. Rest you read the book, and in case of having problems, you can ask to me. I am going to unmute you all and you can learn, ask the question. But one thing we learned, daily I am sending, not daily, after 1 day or 2 days, I am sending some question answers. Actually in this class,